Hey, if you don't know who I am, my name is Chris M. Walker. I'm the CEO and founder of Legiit.com. And today we're going to recap all the amazing stuff we accomplished and the stuff we failed in. All right, folks, let me know when somebody's here so I can hear and see. If you can hear and see me. ClipMix says, hello, boss. All good. Thank you, ClipMix. We'll get started in, this is weird. A minute ago, there was 20 people, and now there's 8. It's like people stopped waiting once I showed up, which is very bizarre, but it is what it is. Yeah, we'll get started here in a minute or two. In the meantime, if you have any questions, let me know. I think today will probably be a quick one. We're just going to recap real quick, and then yeah. Oh, yeah. It's then we'll just get out of here because it's Saturday, and I have other things to do. Shannon says, "Hey there, hello, Shannon." Really? If you're watching on Facebook, please say hello. Groups. Dude, dude, shave. Share now. Indro gives me the thumbs up. Thank you, Indro. I think that's how that's pronounced. Chris said, "Hey, what's up, Chris?" It says, "Hey, Chris, this looks pretty killer. Excited to see the results. Thank you. We'll do that in just a couple minutes as well. Just drumming up some support here. The thumbnail for today was because there were some people telling me basically that I wouldn't do the things I do, and then the next day I did it, and trying to find other reasons why it didn't count, and doing what trolls do, and well, I win. All right, one more thing to do, and then we'll get into it. We'll recap, and then all right. MD says hello. Petros says awesome, Chris. RE Super Dude. If I'm not mistaken, you were there when we chose the niche. All right. Well, the one to suggest market, I am a believer. The one to suggest this market. How do you like that memory? All right. So let's. So the format that we usually do is I recap what I'm going to do that day, and then we get into checking on our status. And we're going to break from that just a tiny bit. And instead of looking at what I'm going to do today, we're going to recap what we did in what we accomplished together, both me personally and then us as a community together in February. And then we will look at our current results. And then I think that's going to do it for today, actually. But before we do that, let's set up today's goal. And since it's a new month, we'll start with one super chat for $2 for 45 minutes. Donator will get legit merch, and donation will go to charity at the end of March. So start goal. Aaron says, bruh. Ruble says hi. Hello, Aaron and Ruble. All right. So we'll wait about 2 more minutes to let people keep showing up. And then pretty decent turnout for a Saturday. And then we'll recap February, and then we'll look at where we're staying at where we stand right now. And that's probably it. We'll also look at what we're going to do in March, or at least a rough outline of what we want to do in March. And then that'll probably be it after we look at our current results as well. So we'll get started in about 90 seconds. That's usually, I found that the 7-minute mark is when the most people show up. Dan says, you are definitely committed to this case study. Nice job, Chris. Nice. Well, thank you. It's not purely altruistic of me. I'm not going to lie. My hope is that people will do the same thing and use the same services and same tools that I recommended, which happen to benefit me. But, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. So today's Facebook post, #1 for just one key phrase, pretty shocking. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But I assume that that's good, and I will say thank you. But I don't 100% get what you mean by the Facebook post, #1 for one key phrase. But we'll get started in about 30 seconds. Shannon made our first donation of March. Thank you, Shannon. I don't know why it puts it at $1.99 instead of $2, but thank you. Let's go ahead and set that goal one more time. Another one for 1 minute, or for one super chat for $2. All right, let's go ahead and get into it and recap what we did in February. So this is number 4. This is our February recap. But before we do that, today's Think Big principle is, let me put this in present mode, is big goals demand big effort. If you're coasting, you are not growing. So I want you to ask yourself, are you really pushing as hard as you can, or are you settling for good enough? The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra. So dream bigger, push harder, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So that's that. Now, let's get into our February recap. Personal stuff. I lowered my resting heart rate by 10 points versus January. And it's my personal record by 8 points. And I'm down 27 points since October, which is just incredible. That's October, November, December, January. So 4 months, 27 points. Similar for resting, or excuse me, that's supposed to be heart rate variability, is up by 12 points and up 26 points since October. I read 5 books. I lost 10 pounds. I saw 3 movies. And without going into details, I improved my personal relationships. So that's my personal stuff. That I'm not going to go too much into that because I know that's not really why you're here, but we'll cover that. Business. We had our legit had a record number of orders for a February, which is just mind blowing when you consider it's a shorter February than last year. So that's good. We hired 2 new customer success folks, one of whom is on right now, not on the stream, but on at work, and 1 new SEO person. I refreshed the branding on the Superstar SEO Legiit profile, which looks really sexy, I think. I successfully launched the SEO book funnel and got 456 new leads and 21 new students. I forget how much ad spend, maybe, I don't know. Actually, I have it up over here. I spent $1,421 for an average of about $3 per lead. And then if you take out the 21 new students at $27, that means it reduces that spend by $567. So about $900 for about 456 leads. So that's what, $2 a lead or so. So you cannot beat that. At least I don't think you can beat that. I appeared on 7 podcasts and I have dozens more scheduled, including one I'm flying to Chicago to do in person. We launched multiple new features on Legiit, including a Legiit AI, the Insights tab, the ability to book a call, agency pages, and we launched service filtering, so services show in our marketplace. Community/social stuff. I did 28 live streams. 27 of those were this series, and then I did one with Moon and Kyle. I posted 22 shorts to YouTube. I had a record month in views, subscribers, and revenue on YouTube, which, considering I've been doing this for 9 years, ish is remarkable and also disappointing because it should have been. Anyway, I had 446,306 views on my personal Facebook. Do not sleep on personal Facebook as a channel for your business. You are missing out. I had a strong month on Twitter. I couldn't really break down the numbers because they're hard to decipher. They just give you like bar graphs and it just sucks. But I know it was good. Let's see. We launched a case study and dominated rankings in less than a month. That's something we all did together and that we're going to review here in just a few minutes as soon as we get done with this. And then we launched the Legiit Slack community, and we've added 165 members so far. So I'm very happy with that. I'd like to see a little bit more engagement there, but overall, it's going swimmingly. Failures. I did not get my consulting offer off the ground. I've had that as I need to do today thing for like a couple weeks, I think. And I'd never get around to it because I need to get a page designed and so on. Wisdom Digital Marketing with a donation. Thank you. As always, Wisdom Digital Marketing. I'll reset the goal here in just a moment. I did not focus enough on Legiit SEO. There's our SEO lead has several things he's asked me to do, and I failed to do all but one of them. I didn't read enough, even though I read 5 books. I bought probably 20, and I didn't get through as many of them as I would like. And I didn't take enough steps, partly because it's cold outside, but partly because I just haven't gotten a good routine on that yet. It's not cold outside today, and hopefully spring is here. I'm good. Thank you, Gulam. Thank you, Tala. And I think that is it. No, future. We want to rank the case study for more terms. So we're going to start optimizing the other pages and getting those to rank as well. So yay. We're going to monetize the case studies somehow, whether it's through one of those affiliate networks. Like, I don't even know whether it's out there anymore, but like it used to be Ring Partner, but something like that. We're going to make a charity donation in a couple days once the numbers finalize. And then we're going to choose a new charity for March. And then we'll start a new case study on something else. I don't know if that'll happen in March, but we want to do that. And then we want to fix last month's failures, which I mentioned here. So, all right, that is it for that. Now let's take a look at our case study. So let's bring up Legiit. SEO rank 90 says, hello, boss. Keep winning. Why? Thank you. Let's go up to the Legiit AI dashboard to check our ranking and as well as the progress of any of our orders. That's the wrong one. We want to go over to Home Remodeling Pueblo. We can see our Google Analytics and our AI recommendations there and our to-do list, which we're working on. So let's just go ahead and check that off. This is our Google Analytics as well, our page speed, which we haven't updated in a few days, but probably hasn't changed. This is Google Search Console as of yesterday. I think that's pretty damn good for a brand new site. To be fair, some of that's probably from this. So this is our rankings. These are actually pretty accurate as of yesterday. So you can see we remodeled. We tweaked just the metas on this yesterday, and it actually went up. So that's kind of cool. These I don't really know. We haven't looked at those pages yet, but I mean, as you can see, we're getting lots of great rankings, and we'll check in Local Dominator in just a minute as well. Our backlinks are starting to show up. I do want to get this to where it does one per domain, but you can see we're starting to get some of our links to show up in here. Our schema is still in processing. Our press release is still processing, and our domain authority stack is processing, but our web 2.0s from my man SEO rank 90 right here is fine. I don't want to say finally, but is delivered. So now we can take a look at that. And some of these bad boys were already ranking. Let me see. All right, let me download that. I'm gonna open it off screen because I think it has the credentials in it. I don't want anybody to log in and mess with it. So let me enable editing. Yeah, let me remove the credentials. All right, and let me put this on the screen. Stops. Share screen. Chris says, I've been using Claude AI to enhance our local schema. Great shortcut to ranking faster. I'll have to check into that. But you can see here are some of the Web 2.0s. We stumbled on some of these before. There's a YouTube as well. I don't see it in here, but I know I stumbled on it because I thought somebody was copying me. But let's just take a look at, where's the GoDaddy one? Because we found that ranking for something. Yeah, here it is. Crap. That means I got to stop sharing, present, share screen, window, share. All right, let's go here. See, it looks almost as good as our site. And you see, this is on the YouTube channel that we found. Come on. Yeah, we found this YouTube channel on accident. So how do we work with you for similar results? Well, there's a couple different options. The goal with this was to show people how they could do it themselves. So I'm going to put the guide on that in the in the chat right now. And you can try it that way. Or you can just message me on Legiit or on Facebook at, well, on Facebook, it just, search Chris M. Walker, but on Legiit, you can message me at Superstar SEO. So there, that's that. And Chris says use Legiit. How can mate? I don't understand that question. All right. So where were we? Yeah, but he built a lot of these. A lot of these are ranking. Actually, we found a couple of them on accident in chat. So what I want to do now is double check these results and see how we're actually doing. So first of all, let me close out some of the 84 windows I have open. I'm a marketer, so it's safe to assume any number I say is exaggerating. All right. I don't know what you just said. Unfortunately, I don't read. I think that's Japanese. I don't read Japanese, and I don't have time to translate it. All right. So let me stop sharing and share this screen. I really need to learn to share the entire screen, but I'm also afraid to do that because, well, I'm afraid of what might come up if I'm being perfectly honest. All right, so let me just rearrange my windows and then we'll start looking at our keywords. So we're going to go over to Bright local search results checker. And first of all, let's look, oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see. Look for home remodeling without Pueblo attached. Number one for home remodeling. That's insane for a new site, right? I'm going to double check. Yesterday it was number one. You can go watch yesterday if you don't believe me. We'll see if it still is. Check results. Page one. Number one in maps. God, that's annoying. Number one in organic. This was not here yesterday. That's interesting. . Yeah. So yeah, we have the number one in maps and the number one in organic as searched from Colorado. Now we probably don't have number one in maps everywhere in the city, but you know, we'll look in local dominator in just a minute at that. Let's see what else. Let's look at home remodeling near me. How to grow a YouTube channel. The easiest answer is to post consistently and have good editing and uh, pick a niche. Be honest, I'm not great at it either. I had to hire somebody. All right, so home remodeling near me, page one, number one in maps. And number three in organic. So yeah, that's that. Let's check out, whatever. Oh, where was it? Let's check. There was a couple that I was surprised by. So let's basement finishing Pueblo. That yesterday was not showing that high. So we're going to look at that one. Page one. Yeah, that's a false positive. I kind of thought it might be. That happens with rank trackers sometimes. All right. Well, we don't need. Oh, there it is on page two. So not bad. Tomislav says, let's go. All right. So let's see. Let's see. I don't think we need to check anything else unless somebody wants me to, but I know this can get a little tedious. Let's look at this one. It's showing at number three, and then we'll call it. We'll move on to the next step, which I don't actually really know what the next thing we're going to do is, but yeah, I had a feeling that was a false positive, but usually that means the rank tracker, at least in my experience, is ahead of the results that we get here. So we'll keep an eye on this in the coming days, but we'll see. So, all right, so let's go and check out local dominator and just confirm our maps rankings, and then we'll go through that. Let's see, share screen, window, where is it? Where is it? Share. I've seen many saying SEO is dead and it doesn't work. What's your reply to this? I don't, everybody always mocks people that say that. I don't actually see people say that all that often, but obviously that's not true. So let's go over to local dominator. And log in. This case study is his reply. Log in. And one-time scans. And we'll just check all the ones from the 27th. It looks like we didn't check yesterday, which is good because these credits get eaten up fast. All right. So run and apply, confirm, refresh. One second, guys. All right. So let's see. Pueblo home remodeling is 1.05. Nowhere for kitchen remodeling. Not great for home renovation contractors. Home remodeling near me, 1.95. That's new. Let's take a look at that. So, oh, what's up, Himle? Schema is metadata. And as a developer, you know that metadata is data that describes data. So it's a way of describing to Google what your site is about. That's a type of code that does that. So hopefully that answers that. That's like the like super basic explanation, but hopefully that helps. Yeah, look at that. All top 3 for the near me term. So suck it guy who said that that didn't count. There's a guy on Facebook that was kept moving his goalposts around. First, it didn't count because I used an EMD. Then it didn't count because I wasn't ranking for the right terms. But then it did for those terms, but those terms weren't useful. But then that term was useful. Fuck those people, basically. Let's see, home renovation contractors. Interesting. That one's actually climbing, and I'm not even like pursuing it. All right. So, I mean, we haven't pursued this at all. So the fact that it's even there is not bad. Home remodeling, 1.79. So, yeah, I mean, we got a couple of yellow spots and a couple of 4, well, at least 1 4. Um, yeah, so that's good. What else? Bathroom renovation at 5.29. We might have some top threes for that. Yes, we actually I've been getting about a call a day. And if you were on, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday, we actually got one live while I was on the stream. And there's been a couple via email as well. All right. So, yeah, I mean, overall, this is, other than the bathroom or the kitchen one, this is moving along pretty well, I'd say, especially that the naked term and the near me. Like, this is the just home remodeling. So that's pretty dominant. And where's the near me? And this is the near me, which is all in top 3. So, bam. I'll get to your question in a minute, Zobair. Steven says, good to see you, Chris. When am I welcoming you back on stage? My upcoming speaking engagements are in May at SEO Spring Training. And then in June at Link Building Mastery in London. I think you're at that one as well. And then in the fall, I have the event I think you're at as well in the ADP event in Phuket. And then I have another one in Chiang Mai right after that, and some others in the works as well. So probably at one of those, I'll be seeing you again. And Steven here, in case you're wondering what he's asking, is he was the MC at the India SEO conference, and he gave me a professional wrestler like entrance that I've leveraged for social proof quite a bit. Boom, perfect. Zobair says, I was wondering if I could ask for your help with something. I came across the website and I'm curious how it's gaining traffic because when I checked it out, it doesn't seem to have much in terms of design or any professional elements. It's very basic, almost something like a child could put together. I really appreciate it if you could take a look and let me know what you think. If you're available, I can send you the link. Sure, but just from what you said, I will say that the design doesn't really matter. In fact, ugly designs, and I'm guessing that you're a designer and you think it's ugly, uh, but it's ugly designs work sometimes. So Petros, I'm starting to feel a little bit of hate coming from you. Is it WordPress designed by a legit seller? Do you believe the Google sandbox affects local sites? I mean, this site was ranking within a few days. So no, I don't. So I'll finally be meeting you, Chris. I'm coming to, okay, well, it's not the Chiang Mai official Chiang Mai event that I'm speaking at. It's a link building mastery event before it. Uh, so I'll try to see if I can't stick around though. I'm not going to go to an event I'm not speaking at, as arrogant as that might sound, but I agree. It's not about design, rather how well the site is having the structure and content placements. That's not to say that design doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter for traffic. SomervilleGutters.com. Okay. Somerville is not a long drive from here. If it's the one in South Carolina, it's like a couple hours, 3 hours, I think. Um, I mean, first of all, it's an EMD, so I'm guessing that they're trying to rank for Somerville gutter installation and things like that. Yeah, this is basically a typical SEO. I can tell this was designed by an SEO and not by a designer because it's optimized well for the term, but and it's really just like the same thing that we have, but just with a shit. Where's ours? It's basically the same thing we have here, but just with a shittier design and loads faster, apparently, because it's slow today. But let's take a look in Ahrefs. As much as I hate to give those people any credit for anything, because it's a great tool, but it's a shit company, in my opinion. Well, the content, it's like, it's probably good for the search engine, but not for humans. Yes, Jabez's event, Link Building Mastery. That's the one I'm going to be speaking at. All right, where is it? Somerville Gutters. But this just looks like a typical lead gen / rank and rent site. And you're right, it's a terrible design, but I bet it converts well enough for their purposes. That's really not that much traffic either. I'm not sure why you thought it had a lot of traffic, unless this is just not accurate, but I hate how they put this up here. Yeah, I mean, it's ranking for, actually, it's not ranking for shit. One, Somerville gutter cleaning is number 9, and gutter cleaning Somerville SC is number 5. No, that's an image. So it's not, it's only got one organic first page ranking. So it's not ranking that well. What they need to do is come follow this case study because it's the same kind of thing and probably an easier term. So if they follow, if Somerville gutters, if you want to rank, come to the dark side. Yes. Hi, bro. I'm your new subscriber. Why, thank you, Total Gaming. Hey, Anand, did you measure the site with Quora? Yeah, there's definitely things they could do to improve, but I don't know why you think it has a lot of traffic because it really doesn't. So, unless I'm just missing something, but yeah, I mean, if they followed my case study, they would be able to dominate. So, hi. All right, that's pretty much everything we had planned for today, but I have some time. I do have a haircut later, just because Somerville gutters ranked number 1, search manually. All right. Even still, that's not like it's not like New York lawyer or anything. Okay. Well, yeah, it's because well, not exactly an EMD, but or no, it is an EMD. It's because it's an EMD and it's optimized for that term. That's why it's ranking. You can see they're not. I mean, there's like nothing really here. There's a Yelp. There's a BBB. So it's just because it's not EMD and there's not really great competition. When doing local, is there a positive benefit by adding city neighborhoods plus keywords pointing to homepage? Does it give geo relevance and supporting content for the? Let me read that again. When doing local, is there a positive benefit by adding city neighborhoods plus keywords pointing to the homepage? I'm having a hard time figuring out why you would. I guess what you're asking is when you make links, do you use those anchor texts to the homepage? Or are you talking about building supporting pages and linking to the homepage? Can you clear it up for me just a little bit so I make sure I answer it the right way? I'm not great at like understanding questions, so I need simple terms. Anon says, as far as site ranks for top 3 for SQL local terms, few additional content. Yeah. I mean, basically, if they followed what we've done here so far, they could get a lot more than they're already getting. I think he is about asking about local pages equals 1 page for the keyword. If so, then yeah, like if you had like Regal Plumbing and then slash, I don't know, Somerville Plumber, that would be a way to go about it. But again, I want to make sure that's what you're asking. You might be describing what I call power pages as well. Alif says, hi. Hello, Alif. Coming to us from LinkedIn today. Bro, can you search total gaming? Yeah, why not? Is this you? I feel like it's not. No offense. Holy shit, that is you. Man, you've got a great channel. Good for you, my friend. 44 million subscribers. I envy that. Let me make sure that's the same channel before I give you too much credit. No, see, that's not you. That's just you using the same icon as them. You had me going there for a minute. Anyhow, I think he's asking about, hi, have you developed location pages to rank for the region? If you're asking Trans Canada that, I don't know, obviously. If you're asking me, then no, I haven't, but I do want to start building out some more of that as time goes on. I love all your videos, dear. Why, thank you, Alif. Best YouTube hack 2025. Yeah, look like somebody else. Can you help me figure out if the website is getting its traffic organically or through ads? How do you understand, or why do you think it's getting traffic? Like, other than seeing it ranking for some of these super local terms, what makes you think it's getting traffic? If you want to see if they're running ads, you can check. I don't have a subscription, but you can check out SpyFu, and that should tell you. 1 second. One second, folks. Got to handle something else. Multitasking. All right. Getting too many questions in too many places. All right. So I do follow your all live on Facebook. And thank you, Alif. I recognized your name. And now I see you on LinkedIn. You're everywhere. If trying to rank for Dallas Plumber, is it effective to make pages for Dallas neighborhoods plus plumber? Okay. Yes. Yes, that does work well. I call that I call those power pages. That does help. I'm asking because I've noticed that this website is getting 55 plus traffic. 55 users isn't very much. Yeah, I agree with Tomislav. That's not much at all. Like I have sites that get that many every few seconds. So this term alone is probably enough to get it there. I'm wondering why you're so interested in this particular site. But yeah, I mean, this term alone is probably enough to get at those 55. Josh says, has this entire project been documented on your channel? Can go back and see it in previous streams. You can. In fact, I've even made a friendly URL to help with that. Local SEO case study.com. And all of them, except for today, have been added to that playlist. And I'll add that after I get off of here. Yes, you can check that out at local SEO case study. And if you want the guide that this case study is following, you can go to go.legit.com/download. There's a free course on Legit that tells you everything you need to know to do that. Okay. Yeah, you can check out the case study we did on YouTube, and then you can also get the guide. It doesn't cost any money. I don't say free because it does ask for your email. So I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. All right. I'm wondering because I'm looking at this website and thinking, how is it getting so much traffic? I built my own site, but it's not getting anywhere. So maybe the thing to ask me would be to look at your site. And I can do that if you're fine with it being shown in public. But what you really want to do is go download this guide, Zobair, and just follow along with that. Because that's what I did to crush rankings for. Oh, come on. That's probably what you saw. It just takes you to a YouTube playlist. Does anybody know if you can add HTTP, if you can add SSL to, or just a redirect? That would save me a lot of headache. There's the link to the playlist. It's not as user friendly, but let's see. You're not getting any course on local SEO. That's better than this. Thank you, Tomislav. First link does not work. I mean, it does work. It probably just gave you that security warning. I wouldn't put my email address on like the outlet or like that. Is there any way to check if this website is getting traffic? Again, you can check SpyFu and see if it's getting traffic from ads. But again, 55 is almost nothing. Like it having that number one is enough to get it 55 visits probably. But again, I have sites that aren't that successful that get that much traffic in a few minutes. You can use Ahrefs or SEMrush for that, Zobair. It's going to give you estimates. Yeah, exactly. I guess I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, but no, I haven't used SpyFu in years. Actually, I just you kind of have to like. There's so many SEO tools, you kind of have to pick and choose, you know. And I just don't have like every once in a while I'll need to know how much spend someone has, so I'll just make a new trial and call that, and just that's it. Basically, that's the only time I ever use SpyFu. For years, I ranked number one in YouTube for SpyFu. I don't think I do anymore. Nah, nowhere to be found. But I ranked number one for ages for that. But it would be hugely outdated by now anyway. Now it doesn't show up anywhere. Yeah. What tool do you recommend for local keyword research? Something that works well for you? I usually outsource it to, I'll show you. Truthfully, I just guess for the most part for local keywords. I just pick what I think it'll be and then look at the synonyms, and that's usually enough. But let's switch to home remodeling. This one from my man Imamal. He does a great job. He's been working on several other things for me as well. All right, guys, we got a few minutes left. What else would you like me to get into today? Oh, and there he is. Yeah, this guy, he does a great job. I have some other services with him as well. All right, we got about, I can stick around for another few minutes if there's any more questions or anything you'd like me to recap or anything like that. Tomorrow will probably be a short one. We'll probably do just a Q&A tomorrow. I like to keep Sundays light. But yeah, I mean, thank you all for such an extraordinary February. It was one of my least favorite months, and yet we slayed. What I really want to figure out, I'm gonna have to talk to the devs about this, but why this is pulling these random ranks. It's almost like it's ahead of the curve or whatever. Like this seems to predict. Alif also does local keyword research. I mean, it wouldn't be really nice. It wouldn't be really ethical since I haven't used you. But I'm sure you do a good job. All right, guys. If I don't have any questions in the next minute or two, I'm going to wrap up. While I'm at on the while there's no questions, let me just take a moment to, as Jackie says, to ask you to pay your tax. Please subscribe to the channel. As I said, February was my best YouTube month ever, and I'd love to keep that going. What do you think of today's thumbnail, by the way? But I think I started with like 21.2 and now I'm up to like 21.7 subscribers. We put out a new video every week on Wednesday. We put out shorts every day, sometimes multiple times a day. and we do daily live streams. So there's a lot that going on there, and I think there's a lot of value. So in exchange for a subscribe, I don't think is too much to ask. Who are some of your favorite SEO follows on X? Truth told, I don't follow that many SEOs on X, or I like to call it Twitter because it irritates some people. Charles is probably my favorite one as far as SEO. Joe Davies is good. That's about all I can think of at the moment. I know there's others, but that's all I can think of at the moment. So I'm sure there are others. That I'm drawing a blank at the moment. Which mentor did you learn SEO from? Uh, my journey is this. First heard SEO from a blog that used to be a professional wrestling blog that had quit to go do affiliate marketing. I didn't really learn much from him, but then I screwed around on the Warrior Forum back in the day. This was in 2013, and I bought a course called Bring the Fresh, which I learned affiliate marketing and launched my first affiliate site. And it still exists, although it doesn't rank for anything anymore and hasn't been updated in years. But I launched that and I got several number one rankings and was making some money. And then along came Penguin 2.0 and crushed all the rankings I was getting for that. So that sucked. And I may try to, I wonder if I could revive this site. I doubt it, but we'll see. Then, so I had to figure out, I was addicted to making money online at that point. So then I bought another course called Source Phoenix, which was Alex Becker's course, but him and Cotton Grammar and a couple other folks did the teaching in it. And I learned, that's where I got into client SEO. And from there, I learned a lot from Stephen Floyd in particular when I was doing local SEO and client SEO. And after that, I just kind of, I've bought other SEO courses along the way, but those were kind of, and then Gregory Ortiz helped as well. And that's kind of it. From there, I just kind of picked it up myself from various spots. I mean, this kind of was a rank and rent case study. The only, since there's no client, that's basically this what we just already did. And if I monetize it, it'll be with either like lead gen or rank and rent. So I kind of just did. I'm kind of feeling like I wonder, wanting to try and revive this site, but I don't know. I've tried it before and then I lost interest, to be honest. Why does it? Let's see if it ranks for anything. I don't think it does. One. Man, that's a shame. You can see back here, even in as late as 2017, it was ranking for some stuff. If you could go back even further, it would there'd be even more. Amazon Instant Video at position 80. Wow. All right. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Dorn. All right, I think that's going to do it for today. Like I said, please subscribe. It's chrismwalker.tv. I think that'll take you there. Hopefully that doesn't have the same problem that the other one did. Let's take a look. I haven't checked it in years. But that should take you there to subscribe with one click. If you don't want to, that's fine, but I would appreciate it. Yeah. Does anybody know if you can add SSL to a redirect? Because I just realized that it's doing that, and I have so many links that way. What a pain in the ass. I'll have to go figure that out. But anyway, please subscribe. You can do that at Chris M. Walker on YouTube. And we'll be back tomorrow with yet another live stream. So thank you all for that. Or thank you all for watching. I know it's a weekend. I know you have lots of things you could be doing with your time, and that you chose to spend some of it here is something very special that I will always appreciate and never take for granted. In the meantime, if you want to do this case study yourself, you can just go to go.legit.com/download, not legit. Man, I cannot type. And just download the guide. Oh, fuck's sake. And follow along. Just do what I did, and I can't promise you'll get the exact same results, but you'll have a good opportunity. Yes, you can ask. Okay, I'll have to go do that. If you were to rent it out, how much would you charge per month, and would you charge for calls? Or I don't know. I'll have to decide. I really haven't done that model in a long time, so I don't really know, and I don't really want to bother with going through and trying to sell it to somebody. To be perfectly honest. Well, it's my fault. I typed wrong. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, I will see you tomorrow. Subscribe if you can. If not, thanks for watching. Been reading through your ebook. It's very detailed. I know. Thank you. It took me a solid 2 or 3 days to write. It's like 4 times longer than my master's thesis was. So I put a lot of work into it. And I wrote it all myself too. No outsourcing at all, other than to proofread it. So, all right. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for everyone. Have a good one. Figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the world. See you tomorrow. Peace.